G'day, welcome back to Dad versus Son. Yeah, that one dragged on a little bit too long, so hopefully this may be the last one. I thought, we would probably get about 10 or 15 minutes out of the last one, and we went for 50 minutes instead. Righto, so it's the Germans go. They have an artillery denied, a rout, an advance, and a recover. So the first thing they're going to do is they are going to recover. So they're going to remove this suppressed here and the suppressed up there, like that. And then, what are they going to do? Nothing. What do they want to do? They have nobody to rout. So they could either advance or do nothing. Advance or do nothing. If they advanced, where do they wish to advance to, would be the question. And we shall advance. No, we won't. We're just going to sit there. Sorry about that. So that's their card back. British have one command, confusion, and a move, another command, confusion, a recover, and an artillery denied. Okay. Okay. So those are no good to me. That's no good to me. So I've got a choice of recover and move. And boy, I don't need to recover. So it looks like it's going to be move. Yeah, it does. So let's do this. So we're going to use our move order. And we're going to activate Lieutenant Lyndhurst here. Excuse me. Okay. Now he's a, and he's a. Good. Okay. So this is the first unit that's going to move. And he's going to go 1. And is there a line of sight to there? Yes, but not to him. But there is to him. Okay, so there's a line of sight there. But he doesn't have a fire card, so it doesn't matter. So he goes 1 to there, and a freebie to there, and he goes 2, 3 to there, like that. And then these two go diddly bops, not into the mines. They go 2, 4 to there, like that. Okay, and that's all they can do. So they get the whole 1 card back. Right, so now what we have is they have a rout, like I said, an advance, an artillery denied. So they could have played mines, but I didn't want to do that. And they have a rout. And what they intend to do is they intend to advance. Okay, so we've got 2 choices here. I can advance all of Corporal Rattenhauser's mob towards this LMG, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Deitel and Rifle here, and we're going to come into here like this and try and take out this bloke with his satchel charge before he takes us out. So, defending person, and the British actually picked up an ambush. Yay! So, what do the Germans want to do? So let's have a look at it. If they reduce this guy, then they have 5 plus 1 is 6. If they reduce this guy, they have 2 plus 2 is 4. So they're going to reduce the hero. Okay, so we have 5 plus 9 is 14 as the defender, and the attacker has 5. 6 plus 8 is 14. So everybody dies. But we don't get any points for the hero. He just goes back over there, fat, dumb and happy. So we get 2 points for their rifle squad, and they get 2 points for our line squad, and that means the points don't move. So the Germans still have 21 points. Yay, I hear you say. Righto. So that was the Germans' first order. So they have a rout, or an artillery denied, so they can't do anything more. Done. So they get their card. Righto. The British are actually going to discard these 3 cards and get 4 cards back. And the Germans have 2 routs, an artillery denied, and a command confusion. So they are going to get rid of the command confusion. They're going to get rid of the artillery denied, and they're going to get rid of the 2 routs and get 4 new cards. Okay, so the British have an advance, a move, a recover, a move, and artillery denied. Okay, so let's have a look at this then. And what we're going to do is we're going to come over here first. So we're going to play a move action, move order. Okay, and we're just going to move this unit here, and it's going to go 2, 4, and I know we're all sitting there, so it's our control again. Okay, so that's that. The next thing we are going to do is and I'm only doing this to use cards. This is why I'm doing it this way. Is another move action for Lieutenant Lyndhurst in this line unit here, and they're going to go 1, 1 still, 2, 3, and they're going to come into here for 4, 5. Okay, now, did they want to shoot at them? They have a move, and an artillery request. So the answer is no, they don't. Okay, so we've done 2 orders, and we have 1 order left, and we have a recover or an advance. Now this is like that. So no, that's it. So we get 2 new cards for the British, and we're up to the Germans. So as I said, they've got 3 move orders and an artillery request. So the first thing they're going to do is they're actually going to use this move order, and they're going to activate the lieutenant up here, the lieutenant, and he is going to go, he's going to move all of these all at once, and they're going to go to here for 2, and the British are going to go, oh, do I really want to shoot at him? And they go, nah, not at the moment. And then they're going to go into here like this. And that's 3 to here. And we go, do we want to shoot at him? And we go, oh, I don't know. And we go, no. So then they come down here. That's 4. And we go, do we want to shoot at them? And we look at it and we go, oh, I don't know. So let's have a look-see. And that looks good. And that looks good. So we're actually going to do it. So we're going to do a fire action, because it is an action this time. And we're going to activate Lieutenant Lyndhurst and his people here, and they're going to fire up into here. So what we have is we have him as 5, plus 1 is 6, 7, 8 into here, and we have a hindrance of 2 for the orchards. Okay, so 8 minus 2 is 6, plus 11 is 17, which is pretty damn fine. And the first one is this line team who has 7, 8, 9. Plus 8 is 17. So he is reduced because they're moving. And then this guy's the same, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 7 is 16. So he's reduced. And then we have 9, 10, 18, and he's fine. Right. So they're not going to move any further. So let's just hang about a tick. Back again. Just had a talk to She Must Be Obeyed. Oh, she laughs. Rightio. So, Germans still have another 2 moves. Do they want to move anything else? And look, yes, they do. So they're going to use this move order, and they're going to move this team into the building here. Now, the whole reason for that is I know that mortars can't fire out of buildings, all that sort of stuff, but it gives them extra effective 4 if we end up into a melee, and that's why I've done it. Okay? And it gives them at least another point if they're going to shoot out up to range 4. So, hey, anything's possible. So that's it. They can't do any more. So they get 2 cards back. Okay, so the Brits. The Brits have an artillery denied, a rout, recover, and advance. Now, the beauty is that this is the Axis side of the board. So I am going to play rout against the Axis as my first order. And I'm going to try and kick these 2 buggers over to here. Not easy, but not insurmountable. So the first one we're going to do is this one here. So it is 6 plus 1 plus 1. So it's 8. So I need a 9 or more. And we get 10. Yay! So he's off. Then we get this one, 7, 8, 9 again. We need 10 or, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we need a 10 or more. And we get 9. Pooh. But it's a sniper. And the sniper is at H6. And H6 is here. So no, it was our person shooting at us again. Idiots. Righto. So let's get rid of this bloke. And that gives us a whole 1 point back. 1 VP. So we go back to 20 VPs for the Germans. Right. So what do they want to do next? What do they want to do next? And I think what we're going to do next is panic again. We are going to advance. And we're going to advance Lieutenant Lyndhurst and his people here. So this is going to come into here. Or is it? Hang on a tick. This is going to go into here. And these two are going to go into here like that. Yeah. So that's 2 orders. And that's all they can do. So that's the end of their turn. You get 3 cards back. And the Germans have a move, an artillery, a fire, and a fire. Okay. So, realistically, no, I don't think they really want to move all that much. Or do they? Oh, I think they're going to do it. Okay, so they're going to use this move order, and they're going to order this bloke here to move. And he's going to go a 1 to there, and he is out of line of sight. A 2 to there, he's out of line of sight. A 3 to there, and he is in line of sight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'd only be shooting for 3. And we've got nothing that can do that, so forget about it. So he's gone 1, 2, 3, and he can go 1 more for 4, and he is back out of line of sight. Okay. Then the next thing they're going to do is they're going to fire. And they're going to fire with these gentlemen here into here. So this is their primary, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8 into here. And do they have anything to help? And the answer is no. So they have 8 plus 6 is 14 and a sniper. And the sniper is at A5. And A5 has got nobody anywhere near her. Righto, so our light machine gun line people have nothing to help. So he's sitting there for 7 plus 1 is 8. And 5 is 13. And they had 14. So he's reduced, broken, wounded, shot, had it, in pain and suffering. Okay, and the Germans can't do any more. That's their 2 orders. They get their 2 cards back. Okay, so the Poms have command, confusion, marksmanship. Okay, I'm saying marksmanship because that's the only thing they can use it for. They have an advance, they have a recover, and a dig in if that turned up. So if we didn't need to do a recover action, then I would be quite happy to swap some cards over. But because we do, I'm going to use this order to recover this gentleman here. And so he's at 7, 8. We get 7, so he's good. He's running away. There he is, back again. So that's 1. What else can we do? There is nothing to recover. We could advance. We could advance. Now, do we wish to or don't we? If I advance, I'm going to be in the poo. Oh, no, not going to. So that's the end of the British turn. Germans have a fire and an artillery request. They end up with a recover and an advance themselves. So they are going to advance. They're going to come after us. So they're all going to advance into here, like that. So that's 1. And then they're going to do nothing. That's it. Righto. So the Brits have recover, command, advance, artillery, and rout. So the first thing we're going to do is rout. So we're routing the Germans. So we have 7, 8, 9 here. We need 10 or more. And we get 7. Not enough, but we have an event, which is reinforcements. Roll on the British support table, select one, unit or radio, place it along your map edge. Ooh. Okay, so we have a number 3. And number 3 on the British. Let me pull this back, pull this up, and have a look here. That's better. Okay, so here's number 3. So we look down and we're on 1940. So we could have Corporal Cork, or we could have a light mortar. No, we can't. Sorry, can't have that. We can have Corporal Cork, or we can have Corporal Cork. So I think what we might do is that's all we can have. 40, 44, 41, 42. Yep. And if we take Corporal Cork, then they get 3 VPs. Yay! Okay, Corporal Cork it is. Let's have a look. Here, Corky, Corky, Corky. Where are you, mate? There he is. One Corporal Cork. Ta-da. Okay, and he comes into our side of the fence. So I'm actually going to put him right there. Okay, so he's going to protect that for me. Right, so the route didn't work for him. What are we going to do next? And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to advance, because we can. Righto. So I'm going to advance this line into their hex with Lieutenant Lyndhurst, and this line is going to come back into the foxholes like that. So we have no ambush and they have no ambush. So they're defending. So they get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they have 11 plus, 7 is 18. And they have an event which is place wire in a random hex. And the random hex is B1. And if you have a look, B1, all the way. Oh, no, I don't want mines. I want wire. B1, all the way up there. Okay, so, whoa, all the way up there. Okay, so they're sitting there for 18, and we're sitting here for 5, 6, 7. So if we get an 11, we all die. If we get a 12, they die, but it depends if we're still going, because if we don't get if the sudden death roll doesn't work, this never finished. Here we go. We need a 12. We need a 12. We got the 2 part, but that was it. Okay. So they're both dead. Okay. So that is 4 more points for them. So they are now up to 24. And 1 more death and the British will surrender. Okay. So what do we want to do next? We have artillery, command, confusion, recover, and fire. No, nothing, I take it. I don't know. So we get our 1. And the Germans now have fire, recover, artillery, artillery. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. So they are going to fire. Sorry. And they're going to use hand grenades. So they are firing for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 into there. So it's 11 plus 10 is 21 today. And he is currently on 10. And we have absolutely nothing to help him. 10 and 8 is not enough, so he is hit like that. Now, they have 1 more order, but they only have artillery things, so they can't do anything. So British turn, we're at 27 minutes again. Okay, so of course the first thing we're going to do is a recover. So we're at 7, 8, 9, 10. And we get 12. Okay, so first thing is shuffle up. And, you know, I think as one of the first British commando raids, this sucks. And it's not the British, and it's not the commandos. It's the silly bugger sitting here with the cards giving the commands. I didn't really think this through at all. But I did think pretty damn fine for the Germans. Until I threw the Leutnant's troops away a bit because I was getting bored. Okay, here is the deck. Right. So we are now at time 8. And we draw and we get 9. Sugar. I've got to check. I think I'm still doing this the right way, or else I'm dragging this out just to annoy people. It was 6, wasn't it? Sudden death is made that is less than the number in the space currently, but yeah, well, it's not. We keep doing it. Okay, so the recover did not work, but the Germans get another victory point, takes them to 25. The Poms have a dig in, but they're already dug in. They're in a building and they're in a building, so that's no good. The Germans, however, have a dig in and they're going to use it, and they're going to put some foxies right here to give them a little bit more cover, like that. And that's it. Righto. So what else do the British want to do? What else do the British want to do? They can fire, they can rout. The only thing they can rout is themselves. Nothing. Okay. That's it for the British. They get their one card. The Germans have an artillery request, a rout, and a fire. So the first thing that they're going to try and do is they're going to try and rout the British. So this is 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's right. -1, I think, for the road. So 9. And they get 8. So that does nothing. But they have a sniper at D7. And D7 is over here, so it doesn't affect anything. The next thing they're going to do is they're going to fire. And of course they're going to use these to fire here. So again, it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 into here. And they have nothing else to help. So 9 plus 7 is 16. Okay, and we have an event, which is Cower. Suppress all German squads not currently within friendly leader's command radius. And there is only one of them. And that's our little friend all the way up here. Okay. So they're shooting into here for 16, and he is currently on 10. -1 is 9, and he has nothing to help. And 9 and 4 is 13. End of game. Dead. Righto. We surrender. Dum, dum, dum. Okay. So let's have a look then at the objectives that we have. So the British held objectives 1 and 5. The Germans had the others. And we know that objectives 3 and 4 were worth 2 each. And the Germans already had those points from setup. So the British objective was objective L, and 4 was worth 3 VPs to them. Again, that's how I interpret it. That was for the British to get 3 VPs, not for the Germans. Okay. So if we had have taken 4, then the Germans would have lost their 2 VPs, and we would have gained actually 5 VPs. Okay, but wasn't to be. Now the first German secret is, oh look, buy 5 equals 3 VPs, but they don't have all 5, so it does nothing. And the last secret objective is number 5 is worth 3 VPs. So number 5, okay, if they had have held it, would have been another 3 VPs, but they didn't hold it, so it didn't matter. So the Germans win by totally destroying the British, other than effectively one line team with an LMG and old Corporal Cork, who came to the party late. The Germans lost 1 team and 1 squad. And that was it, along with their 1 LMG. And they finished with 25 VPs. So thank you for watching. I know that was long, drawn out, painful. Hopefully the next scenario won't be. Now, looking at my list, the next scenario is scenario 24, 6 Hills. So we're going to Somaliland next. with the Italians against the Indians. So that should be interesting. And then after that, we're going to Africa with the Vichy forces against the Free French forces. So it's a bit of a shake-up, and things are looking pretty damn fine. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I know it was painful, but it was interesting how it was nothing happening, and then all of a sudden, with me being a little bit adventurous, okay, that's a euphemism for stupid, it all fell apart. Thank you very much. Welcome your comments. Enjoy life, and I will catch you later. Bye for now.